Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. Now, there's an article in the Scotsman. It's quite in depth. I'm not going to go through it. We're not going to do this sort of go down and have a look at it because it's far too late in the day. I've already got stuff on and whatever. But I do want to talk about it because it is absolutely an astonishing bit of news. Now, it's one of the largest polls ever taken. They polled 18,000 people. Now, when you're getting that number of people, obviously you're going to get a much more accurate snapshot of what voter intentions are, what the feeling of the nation is, how people react to news stories and things. And so there is quite a bit of information within what they've sort of processed as a result of this poll. And some of these numbers are, frankly, quite astonishing. Some of them will be frightening for some people. And if I'm just going to say now, a sort of a spoiler alert, if you happen to be a Tory backbencher right now, you need to start polishing your CV because you're not going to be a Tory backbencher for much longer. Unless you've got an absolutely huge majority, you're in very, very dangerous thin ice. I mean, your job is hanging on a sugary peg, isn't it? And so you're going to have this massive layoff, effectively, of Tory MPs. Oddly, there won't be that same reaction in Scotland for the Tories. They're going to drop a few seats, but it's not a complete wipeout, despite what another poll earlier said. This one obviously has the bigger numbers, the more accurate numbers, but it's still not good. Tories in Scotland are not going forward, that's for sure. Labour, on the other hand, well, full steam ahead. Now, we're going to have a look at some of the numbers here. It's one of these where it's quite, I mean, I said it's astonishing. It is jaw-droppingly astonishing numbers. Now, we'll do the whole of England, the whole of Britain first, but particularly with England, we'll just have a look at the Tories themselves. They are going to drop to just 155 seats in total, with only 5 in Scotland. But they currently have 7 in Scotland. So not much of a change, is it? However, in the rest of England, they'll only have 150 seats. That is a huge drop. They've got a large actual majority. They're going to have a very, very small minority party. They could become basically pointless. They will have no opposition. They'll be sitting there squabbling. There won't probably be enough room on the government side of the benches for all the Labour people to sit at on a busy sitting. If you've got some big contentious issue and they're all in there, the government won't fit on the government benches. That's how big the majority will be. Now the numbers are, this is UK wide, that of the 500, 659 seats, is it? Yeah, 659 seats in the Commons. Labour are going to get an unbelievable 403 seats, and the Tories 155. That is astonishing. Now, it'll be the smallest, worst result for the Tories ever. Even worse than 1997 when Blair took over. How long was that? 28 years ago. 27 years ago. God, I'm an accountant and I can't count. 27 years ago when Blair took over. And it was bad then. They only had 165. And this is 10 worse. And it's not as though Keir Starmer has the charm and personality and everything of Tony Blair. Imagine if it was Blair coming in now, fresh-faced, young, all, look at me, I'm great, I'm going to change everything. There wouldn't be any Tories left. Now, you're going to have this unbelievable position of the smallest Tory party in UK, at the House of Commons, ever. But going up into Scotland, Labour are going to win 29 of the 59 seat or 57 seats in Scotland. That is over half the seats. As it stands, the Lib Dems would get 5 and the Tories would get 5. The remaining 19 would be SNP. Now, that's as it stands. Now, I know Craig Houston has been pushing for tactical voting. I've mentioned it before. And this is the time when it absolutely, positively, definitely matters. You must vote tactically. There's no point sitting in a strong Labour ward, or constituency rather, that's currently held by the SNP, but where Labour are strong, and voting Tory. You're not going to get the Tory in. But by voting Tory, you might keep the SNP in. And the trick here is vote Labour, get them out. And if you're in a strong Tory area and you're a Labour voter, for one election, vote Tories, get the Tory in, simply to get the SNP out. And if we can get as many SNPs out as possible and not get them 19 seats, get them down to single figures, two things would happen. One, they'd immediately have a massive, and I mean terminally massive, drop in funding from MPs. Two, it would be so humiliating that Humza would have to go, putting the party into turmoil, destroying any credibility they've got, because whoever comes in after Humza, and I'm not sure now it would be Kate. I think she had her chance about 3 weeks ago and blew it, and I get the impression she is not really up for it anymore. So who else is coming in? Well, whoever they've got is talentless and stupid. They've got no talent there. And so you've got this thing, if you tactically vote in 2 elections, this general and then the next Holyrood, you get them out, the party's bankrupted. And this is the only time I think that this can be done. It's the best time. The time is right. The time is now. And for heaven's sake, we must take the opportunity to utterly destroy the SNP for once and all. We must be able to get rid of this iniquitous bunch of crooks, of charlatans and of incompetents who, for the past 17 years, have utterly destroyed every aspect of Scotland that was once good. Education, a gem, gone. The economy, failing. Innovation, gone. Scotland, the home of the enlightenment of thinking, is now a place where thought is a criminal action. This must be ended as well. This is it. 2 elections, vote tactically, and with the numbers we're seeing from this poll, we could absolutely rout the SNP forever. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that's been enlightening, and I will speak to you later. Enjoy your evening. Bye.